Each time you overcome the urge to stay comfortable, you're strengthening a part of yourself that will serve you throughout the day. Success doesn't start with grand achievements. It begins with these tiny wins, where you gain control over your mind and actions. We often overlook the significance of these small decisions, but they shape our resilience and fuel our productivity. The days I spent building Alibaba were filled with moments like these, times when it would have been easier to take a break, but each time I pushed through, even when no one else was watching, I felt my inner strength grow. You see, building self-discipline is about consistently choosing growth over comfort, again and again, until it becomes second nature. Choosing to leave the bed when you're still tired may sound trivial, but it sets the tone for the entire day. This decision alone starts to shape who you are, building mental and emotional strength over time. When you push yourself to act despite the comfort, you're training your mind to tackle whatever the day throws at you. Over time, that first battle becomes easier, and the foundation of discipline begins to harden. In these small moments, you're setting yourself up for the long term. You're telling your mind that you're in control, that you will show up, no matter how you feel. And this message will echo throughout your day, your work, and your relationships. Building this resilience, this habit of showing up, becomes an investment in your future self. Each morning, when you choose action over comfort, you're taking the first step towards shaping your destiny. Imagine each morning as a new chance to prepare for the challenges ahead. The energy and focus you gain by conquering these small moments don't just impact you, they impact everyone around you. This invisible power is what people notice. When you show up for yourself, your presence and energy start to inspire others. This is how each day becomes a stepping stone toward the success you've envisioned. We all have that voice inside that whispers, "Just do it later." It's the voice of laziness, and it's one of the biggest barriers to success. Recognizing it as natural resistance is the first step, but true discipline comes from choosing to act anyway. Over time, each moment you overcome that voice, you're reinforcing a pattern of self-discipline that grows stronger with every choice. Learning to ignore this voice is the foundation of productivity and progress. This inner resistance tests us every day, but the more we face it, the weaker it becomes. It's not about eliminating laziness, it's about deciding to move forward even when it's there. When I faced countless rejections and failures in Alibaba's early days, I had to rely on this inner drive. There were days when nothing seemed to go right, but choosing to take that first step, despite everything, made all the difference. With every small victory, that inner voice began to lose its grip. Self-discipline is like any other skill. It grows with practice. Overcoming that voice is not just about today's task. It's about developing the muscle of determination that will carry you through much larger challenges. When you push past resistance, your mind and focus sharpen. Your ability to act becomes automatic. The more you act despite the urge to procrastinate, the more natural it becomes to follow through on what truly matters. In a world full of distractions, defeating laziness is a superpower. The results speak for themselves: more focus, better productivity, and a stronger sense of achievement. Each step forward, each decision to overcome that voice of delay isn't just a step toward completing tasks. It's a step toward transforming who you are. This is how you become someone who doesn't just dream, but accomplishes. Each time you push through, you're building a lasting foundation of resilience. Discipline becomes an integral part of who you are, empowering you to conquer challenges and move closer to your goals. That commitment to yourself grows stronger with each action you take, creating a momentum that drives you forward and brings you closer to your aspirations. Acting when motivation is high is easy, but real strength lies in doing what needs to be done when the drive is absent. Success isn't about waiting for the perfect moment or an inspirational push. It's about taking control of your mind and moving forward regardless. Many people wait for the right time to act, but real progress happens when you take control and decide that every moment is the right moment. In the early Alibaba days, challenges were constant, and many times things looked bleak. But what mattered was the ability to keep going, even when there was little motivation. Controlling your mind, building resilience day by day, that's the real asset every entrepreneur and dreamer needs. Like any muscle, the more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. When you take action out of commitment rather than motivation, you're aligning your actions with your purpose and creating unstoppable momentum. Learning to act without waiting for motivation is an incredible freedom. By practicing this, you reduce resistance and build a habit of productivity. Instead of waiting for ideal conditions, treat each task as a chance to strengthen this muscle of discipline. This is a skill that develops over time and becomes one of the most valuable assets you'll ever possess. When you act, regardless of how you feel, you step into control. Many people hesitate waiting for the perfect time. However, readiness doesn't come before action, it follows it. Each time you make the choice to move forward, no matter the circumstances, you're building confidence that will take you to extraordinary results. The habit of taking action creates a pattern of achievement. Following through on what needs to be done, regardless of motivation, is the secret of those who reach their dreams. This kind of daily commitment turns discipline into a lifelong ally, making it one of the most powerful tools for long-term success. Discipline isn't something you're born with, it's something you develop. Think of it like a muscle. You have to exercise it daily for it to grow strong. Many people ask if there's a secret to success, and the answer is simple. Success is found in everyday dedication. Discipline doesn't just appear, it's created through the consistent effort to overcome each challenge along the way. By training this skill, you're building the ability to push through when things get tough. In Alibaba's early days, resources were scarce, and every day was a new test. But it was during this time that I truly understood the power of discipline. Rather than giving in to setbacks, we committed to moving forward, one step at a time. This consistency is like a workout. Each time you practice, you become stronger. Just as with any muscle, discipline requires use and challenge to grow. When you train your mind and body to be resilient, you'll find a strength within you that you never knew existed. Discipline is what turns ideas into results. So many people start projects with excitement, only to give up at the first obstacle. The difference lies in those who keep going, even when there's no immediate reward. Each time you choose to act, you're building an unbreakable muscle of self-discipline that over time becomes part of who you are. This strength is what separates dreamers from achievers. You can think of discipline as an ally. It reminds us that big achievements don't come overnight. They are built through steady, focused dedication. Each effort you make is an investment in your future. Like a workout routine that strengthens the body, discipline grows with every decision to move forward. Over time, it becomes a natural part of your character and shapes how you face the world. In the end, discipline is the foundation of every dream. No matter how big your goals are, without discipline, they remain out of reach. Training this muscle daily builds a solid foundation to handle any challenge life throws at you. This is true power, a strength that, once developed, stays with you forever. Purpose is the fuel behind every action. When you have a clear purpose, everything you do becomes more meaningful. In my journey, having a purpose has always been what kept me going, even in the darkest moments. A purpose acts like a compass, guiding you through challenges and giving you the energy to keep going when the road gets tough. Purpose isn't just a reason to act, it's what makes every effort worthwhile. A clear purpose provides direction, so you're not just working hard, but working with intention. When I started Alibaba, the vision was clear, and that vision gave us strength even when resources were low. Having this purpose made every challenge feel smaller because we were focused on something greater. With a purpose, each task, no matter how small, contributes to a larger goal. This is the type of clarity that pushes you to keep going, no matter what. Purpose is what separates action from fulfillment. Many people work hard, but only those with a clear purpose experience true satisfaction. When you're working for something you believe in, even the toughest days feel manageable. Purpose transforms work into a mission, where every step forward is a victory. The energy and resilience that purpose brings can't be found anywhere else. It's the core of every successful journey. When challenges come, a clear purpose reminds you why you started in the first place. It helps you see beyond the immediate struggles and focus on the end goal. Having a purpose makes every sacrifice feel like an investment, every setback like a lesson, and every success like a step towards something greater. Purpose is what makes the journey truly meaningful. In the end, a clear purpose is the foundation for all long-term success. It keeps you grounded, provides direction, and makes every achievement more rewarding. Purpose not only guides you, but also energizes you to keep moving forward. This is what gives you the strength to transform dreams into reality, one step at a time. Looking at the lives of those who've overcome great challenges can be incredibly motivating. People like Steve Jobs teach us how to turn discomfort into strength, using setbacks as stepping stones. Every successful person has faced adversity, but what makes them stand out is the way they've used their struggles to build something amazing. In my journey, seeing others rise above hardship has always fueled my own drive. These stories remind us that greatness doesn't come without sacrifice. At Alibaba, we encountered obstacles that felt insurmountable, but knowing that others had faced similar or even worse situations gave us hope. Their stories showed that discomfort is part of the journey, not a sign of failure. It's a reminder that persistence and resilience are the real keys to achieving anything worthwhile. Each story of overcoming adversity is a reminder that success isn't a straight line. The struggles you face aren't setbacks, they're steps in the journey. In times of difficulty, think of those who have come before you, who have fought battles that shaped them into who they are today. Use these examples as motivation to keep going, knowing that each challenge brings you closer to the person you need to be to achieve your dreams. When you draw strength from others, you're not only inspired but also equipped to handle your own challenges. These examples provide proof that resilience and adaptability can turn obstacles into stepping stones. Remember that every person who has succeeded has walked through their own fire. Their success wasn't handed to them, it was earned. In the end, stories of resilience remind us of our own potential. They show us that success is possible, no matter the odds, and that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. When you face your own struggles, these stories will remind you that you are capable of rising above, no matter how hard the journey may seem. Belief is one of the most powerful forces in the journey to success. When you can visualize victory before it arrives, you create the mental strength needed to reach it. In the early days of Alibaba, I would picture the success we aimed for, even though we were far from it. Holding that image in my mind gave me the resilience to push through every setback. Belief becomes a fuel that keeps you going long after motivation fades. When you truly believe in the value of what you're working towards, obstacles feel smaller. Knowing that the effort will be worth it keeps you focused and prevents you from giving up when the journey gets tough. This belief is not blind optimism. It's a strong conviction that every challenge you face is a step toward the goal. Each time you believe in your future success, you're aligning yourself with that vision. Visualizing success has a psychological impact. It reduces the weight of immediate challenges and allows you to stay committed. Imagine already having the success you dream of. Feel the satisfaction and let it motivate you in real time. This positive mindset turns obstacles into mere stepping stones. Belief has the power to make you resilient and persistent, two traits that are vital in any journey. Each time you focus on the vision, you train your mind to work with you, not against you. Believing in success is a discipline itself. It's an exercise in staying committed to what you want. This mental habit develops the strength to withstand difficulties without losing hope. Holding on to this belief brings focus and clarity, even on tough days, because you know what you're working for. In the end, success is the product of unwavering belief. The journey may be difficult, but each step forward is guided by the image of victory that drives you. It's this belief that enables you to keep moving, stay resilient, and push toward a future that is waiting to be realized. Celebrating small wins is essential, but surprising yourself with unexpected rewards can ignite a new level of motivation. When you reward yourself in unexpected ways, you create a positive feedback loop that boosts your desire to keep going. I've learned that small celebrations create big impacts, reminding us that each step forward deserves recognition. During the long journey with Alibaba, we found ways to celebrate small achievements, like landing a new partner or overcoming a tough week. These little surprises provided much-needed fuel, especially during challenging times. Unexpected rewards can be simple, but they create a fresh sense of energy, sparking renewed motivation that keeps you pushing forward. Rewards create momentum. They remind you that while the big goal may still be far off, the journey itself is full of meaningful moments. Each celebration, no matter how small, recharges your spirit and reinforces your commitment to the larger vision. These little rewards add excitement and keep the journey enjoyable, even during difficult phases. Adding surprise rewards to your routine can keep the journey exciting and fresh. Whether it's taking a break after a tough task or rewarding yourself with something special, these moments help you stay connected to your goals. The journey to success is long, and these small incentives keep you engaged and eager for what's next. By creating unexpected rewards, you maintain the passion and enthusiasm needed to stay on course. Success is a long game, and keeping that flame alive with small celebrations makes the journey fulfilling. It's these moments that add color to your path and remind you of how far you've come. In a world full of distractions, simplicity is a powerful tool. Many people complicate their path to success by chasing too many things at once, but the real magic happens when you simplify. When you focus on the essentials, every achievement feels more rewarding. I've learned that by removing unnecessary noise, you can find a clearer path to meaningful progress. Simplification brings clarity. When you focus only on what matters most, every effort counts, and each achievement becomes more fulfilling. During Alibaba's journey, we faced countless options, but focusing on our core mission allowed us to move forward without getting overwhelmed. Simplification isn't just about cutting out distractions, it's about making room for what truly matters. When you simplify, you remove unnecessary stress and create a smoother journey. It's not about doing less, it's about doing what truly matters with full intention. Each time you achieve something meaningful, the satisfaction is richer, and the motivation to keep going grows. Simplicity sharpens your focus, allowing you to channel your energy more effectively. With simplicity, even small victories feel significant. You become more aware of each achievement, and the journey itself becomes more enjoyable. This doesn't mean you ignore your larger goals. It means you find a way to make the process more engaging and rewarding. Each step forward is a reminder of the impact that clear, focused effort can make. Ultimately, simplifying your path makes every achievement feel more valuable. When you remove what's unnecessary, you're left with a journey that's both challenging and fulfilling. This approach not only brings you closer to success, but also allows you to truly appreciate every step of the way. One of the most underrated tools for productivity is rest. Good sleep is like fuel that powers your ability to overcome resistance and stay productive. Many people overlook sleep, but I've learned that a well-rested mind is sharper, more focused, and ready to take on the day's challenges. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity if you want to keep moving forward with energy and determination. During tough times, when the pressure is high, sleep becomes even more crucial. It restores your energy and clears your mind, helping you face each day with a renewed perspective. Lack of rest weakens your ability to resist distractions, while quality sleep strengthens your resilience. When you're rested, you can make better decisions and handle stress more effectively. Sleep prepares your mind for focus and productivity. Just as your body needs rest to recover, so does your mind. A rested mind is more resilient, ready to tackle tasks with clarity. When you make sleep a priority, you're actually investing in your ability to perform at your best. It's a simple but powerful tool for maintaining productivity over the long term. Good sleep is like a reset button. It helps you let go of yesterday's challenges and prepare for the new day. Instead of pushing through on low energy, prioritize sleep and see the difference it makes in your focus and creativity. This small change has a big impact, keeping you alert and ready for whatever lies ahead. In the end, sleep is a vital part of the journey to success. By resting well, you give yourself the strength to face challenges with energy and purpose. It's an investment in your productivity, your resilience, and your ability to keep moving toward your goals. In a world focused on instant results, patience is an underrated virtue. Many people chase quick wins, but true success requires patience and the ability to wait for the right moment. In my experience, the biggest rewards come not from rushing, but from holding steady and focusing on the end goal. Patience separates those who reach their dreams from those who give up too soon. The journey to success is full of ups and downs, and patience keeps you grounded. At Alibaba, we faced long periods where progress seemed slow, but having the patience to keep going made all the difference. Instead of focusing on immediate gratification, We look toward the long-term vision. Patience allowed us to persevere through setbacks and ultimately achieve what we set out to do. Patience is a skill you develop through experience. Each time you choose to wait for the right moment, you're building resilience and long-term thinking. Instead of chasing instant results, patience teaches you to build a solid foundation that can support even bigger goals. Success built on patience is more lasting and fulfilling than any quick achievement. In the world of business, patience is a competitive advantage. When others are rushing, patience allows you to think clearly, make better decisions, and stay focused on what truly matters. This approach doesn't just lead to better results, it also brings a deeper sense of satisfaction. Each step taken with patience is a step toward lasting success. Ultimately, patience is what keeps you moving forward without losing sight of your goals. It transforms each challenge into a learning experience and each delay into an opportunity to strengthen your resolve. Patience is the secret ingredient that makes every achievement worth the wait. Having a clear purpose is the greatest source of motivation. When you know why you're doing something, every step feels more meaningful. A clear purpose acts as your internal compass, guiding you through both easy and challenging times. When I started Alibaba, the purpose was clear, and it provided the strength to keep going even when the journey was difficult. Purpose transforms every task into a contribution towards something greater. Your purpose gives you direction, keeping you from wandering aimlessly. It's the driving force that pushes you forward, even when progress is slow. Knowing what you want to achieve makes every effort worthwhile, turning challenges into stepping stones. When your purpose is clear, you're not just working, you're building something that matters to you deeply. Purpose is what gives value to every action. Without it, even the hardest work feels empty. But when you're working for something you believe in, every sacrifice feels like an investment. Purpose turns setbacks into lessons and failures into opportunities. It's what keeps you focused on the future rather than getting stuck in the present. A clear purpose creates a strong foundation. It keeps you motivated and provides clarity in difficult times. This purpose not only energizes you, but also inspires others, creating a sense of shared vision. When you're aligned with your purpose, every challenge becomes a step forward, a new experience that brings you closer to your goals. In the end, connecting with your purpose transforms every challenge into an opportunity. It gives you the strength to keep moving forward, no matter how hard the journey. Purpose fuels your passion and empowers you to turn your dreams into reality. Success isn't a destination, it's a journey built on consistent progress. The key is to commit to moving forward one step at a time. Every small action adds up, bringing you closer to your goals. I've always believed that the true journey is made up of these small, consistent steps, each one building upon the last. With this mindset, you focus on growth and progress rather than perfection. At Alibaba, we faced countless obstacles, but our focus was always on steady progress. By committing to improve every day, we built a strong foundation. This commitment to progress is like planting seeds. Each step is a small investment in the future. Over time, these small actions accumulate, creating lasting impact. When you commit to progress, you're choosing growth over comfort. This mindset turns setbacks into lessons and challenges into opportunities for improvement. Each step forward becomes part of a pattern of success, reinforcing your dedication to achieving something meaningful. With this approach, every action, no matter how small, brings you closer to your vision. Progress, no matter how slow, is still progress. With each step, you're building resilience and creating a path forward. When you focus on progress rather than perfection, you free yourself from unrealistic expectations and allow yourself to grow naturally. This commitment to growth over time creates a strong foundation for success. In the end, commitment to progress is what turns dreams into reality. Each step forward, each choice to keep going is a powerful declaration of your dedication. By focusing on small, consistent actions, you're laying the groundwork for a successful, fulfilling journey. Giving up is easy. Staying committed is the real challenge. The journey to success is long and full of obstacles, but dreams are worth every sacrifice. I've encountered countless failures and rejections, but the vision of what could be kept me going. Success is not about the obstacles you face. It's about your willingness to push through them. Dreams require resilience, the ability to stay strong even when everything seems to be working against you. In the early days of Alibaba, there were many times we could have given up, but every time we pushed forward, our dreams felt closer. Holding on to your vision, no matter how challenging the path, is what creates real success. Each setback is an opportunity to grow stronger. When you refuse to give up, you're telling yourself that your dream is worth fighting for. Each failure becomes a lesson, a stepping stone toward a bigger goal. True strength lies in the ability to keep going, even when the odds are against you. The commitment to never give up turns obstacles into milestones. It builds resilience, determination, and a sense of purpose that can't be shaken. Each challenge brings you closer to becoming the person who can achieve the dream. This resilience becomes part of who you are, pushing you forward through any difficulty. In the end, dreams aren't just about achieving a goal. They're about becoming someone who never gives up. Every setback is a reminder of your dedication, every challenge a chance to prove your commitment. Holding on to your dreams is the greatest declaration of your potential, and the journey itself is the reward.
In his captivating presentation, Jack Ma shared powerful insights into the foundation of true success: self-discipline. Unlike most talks on motivation, Jack's approach went deeper, uncovering the hard truth that success isn't born from luck or easy paths, but from small, often unseen victories over resistance, impatience, and distractions. Jack highlighted that every step toward greatness is forged through daily choices. The commitment to rise, to push past the voice of laziness, and to cultivate a relentless belief in victory, even when it seems far off. With an inspiring blend of wisdom and practicality, Jack illustrated how discipline works like a muscle, one that anyone can strengthen. He shared personal stories from his journey with Alibaba, revealing how overcoming inner resistance fueled his vision and allowed him to lead with purpose. Jack underscored that, from setting a clear purpose to celebrating unexpected wins, each habit of self-discipline builds a strong foundation for long-term success. The audience was left reflecting on Jack's empowering message, that success lies not in grand gestures but in consistent, disciplined actions taken one step at a time. This video is packed with actionable insights that will leave you motivated to transform your daily habits and inspired to pursue your goals with renewed resilience. Jack Ma often speaks about overcoming that inner voice that tells us to delay or procrastinate, a familiar battle we all face. He describes this voice as a natural resistance within us, a whisper that keeps us in our comfort zone. Jack Ma teaches that by recognizing this voice for what it is, we can begin to take control over it, transforming it from an obstacle into a source of strength. Jack Ma frequently compares overcoming laziness to beginning an exercise routine. At first, the body resists, but with time, it adapts, and that initial discomfort becomes part of the journey. In his own words, facing this inner resistance repeatedly makes it weaker, and our willpower grows. Jack Ma's journey illustrates that each small victory over laziness builds a strong foundation for lasting discipline. To Jack Ma, overcoming laziness is fundamental to success. Every time we silence that voice and take action, we reinforce our self-confidence and cultivate a habit of discipline. This pattern turns routines into chains of small wins, all leading closer to our ultimate goals. A journey Jack Ma himself has lived and often shares as an essential starting point to greatness. Jack Ma believes that waiting for motivation is a mistake. The real key to success lies in training the mind to act regardless of how we feel. He often compares discipline to a muscle that grows stronger with consistent use. According to Jack Ma, acting without feeling like it is akin to exercising this muscle, gradually building a mental resilience that can face any challenge. Jack Ma's own life demonstrates that pushing through without motivation is achievable and crucial. He recalls moments when he faced tremendous challenges, but instead of waiting for inspiration, he relied on action to keep moving forward. Jack Ma shares that controlling the mind in this way is a crucial difference between those who reach their dreams and those who get stuck in procrastination. Inspired by Jack Ma, we can see that acting without motivation fosters a resilient mindset that strengthens with every triumph over reluctance. He encourages us not to wait for a spark but to take conscious steps toward our goals. It's this kind of mental mastery that paves the way for lasting success, even in the toughest times. To Jack Ma, discipline is not an innate quality. It's something built through daily practice. Just like training a muscle, discipline strengthens the more we exercise it. Jack Ma emphasizes that overcoming challenges doesn't come naturally. It's a skill honed over time by facing resistance head-on and growing stronger with every repetition. Jack Ma shares that in his early career, he encountered many obstacles that seemed insurmountable. Yet, by treating discipline like a muscle, he was able to cultivate a mindset that could tackle even the most difficult moments. This relentless pursuit of growth, Jack Ma argues, is what separates those who achieve success from those who falter under pressure. For Jack Ma, the commitment to daily discipline is a cornerstone of success. Each time we push ourselves, our discipline muscle grows, preparing us for future challenges. With this mindset, every step forward becomes part of a larger journey toward mastery. A journey that requires continuous effort and ultimately yields unparalleled rewards. Jack Ma often stresses the importance of having a purpose, a clear reason to fuel our actions. He believes that with a purpose, obstacles become manageable and the effort feels worthwhile. Jack Ma teaches that knowing exactly what you want out of life can make all the dedication and hard work feel like a path to fulfillment rather than a struggle. Jack Ma's own journey reflects the power of purpose. He faced numerous setbacks, but never lost sight of his vision. With each challenge, Jack Ma would return to his purpose, finding motivation in the clarity of his goals. He shares that having this guiding purpose turns every obstacle into a stepping stone, making the journey both meaningful and rewarding. Inspired by Jack Ma, we see that purpose is like a compass, guiding us through the rough patches. It adds meaning to the sacrifices we make and keeps us focused on the end goal. Purpose, as Jack Ma often says, is the most powerful motivator for creating a fulfilling and successful life. Jack Ma finds inspiration in stories of resilience, often pointing to figures like Steve Jobs, who mastered the art of turning discomfort into growth. For Jack Ma, these stories remind us that overcoming resistance builds a unique strength that only grows with each challenge. He believes that learning from others' struggles can empower us to rise above our own. Jack Ma shares that in his early years, he too faced countless failures, yet he drew strength from those who persevered before him. Whether facing rejection or failure, Jack Ma would recall these stories, reminding himself that success is often born from resilience. He emphasizes that this approach helps us see discomfort as an essential part of the journey. By following Jack Ma's advice to seek inspiration from these examples, we learn to transform adversity into fuel for our growth. Stories of resilience offer a roadmap, showing that even the most difficult paths lead to great rewards. This perspective, Jack Ma insists, is key to building a mindset that embraces challenges. Jack Ma believes in the power of visualization, seeing success before it materializes. He teaches that when we truly believe in the rewards of our efforts, our brain begins to anticipate the victory, creating a sense of fulfillment before we even achieve it. For Jack Ma, this mental image serves as a powerful motivator, making the journey feel lighter and more purposeful. Jack Ma often shares that during his toughest moments, he would imagine the feeling of success, allowing it to fuel his determination. By visualizing victory, Jack Ma found a way to keep his spirit high, even when the path seemed grueling. This technique, he believes, helps shift the mind's focus from the struggle to the eventual reward. Inspired by Jack Ma, we see that visualizing success can transform challenges into opportunities for growth. This forward-looking mindset makes the difficulties seem less daunting, allowing us to push through with a sense of confidence and anticipation. It's this vision, Jack Ma suggests, that sustains us when the road gets tough. To Jack Ma, finding a clear purpose in life is like unlocking an endless source of energy. He emphasizes that knowing why you do what you do provides a sense of direction that fuels perseverance. Jack Ma believes that connecting deeply to this purpose makes every challenge seem like a necessary step toward achieving something greater. Jack Ma often recounts how, when he defined his own purpose, it transformed his approach to business and life. He shares that this clarity of purpose allowed him to stay focused and resilient, no matter the obstacles. For Jack Ma, having a strong why was crucial to maintaining his drive and commitment over the long term. Jack Ma teaches that a purpose-driven life creates a solid foundation that withstands challenges. By finding our own purpose, we not only gain direction but also a deep motivation to face hardships. Jack Ma's journey illustrates that this is the ultimate fuel for a life of fulfillment and success. Jack Ma's philosophy of success is built on taking consistent, small steps forward. He insists that committing to steady progress strengthens your resolve and builds a habit of resilience. For Jack Ma, every small action contributes to a larger journey, reinforcing one's dedication to self-improvement. Jack Ma explains that real growth doesn't come from drastic changes, but from committing to gradual improvement. He shares that his own success was built through countless small victories, each adding to his confidence and skill. Jack Ma teaches that by focusing on progress rather than perfection, we create a lasting momentum. Following Jack Ma's advice to prioritize steady progress, we see that every small step strengthens our purpose. This commitment to incremental growth creates a foundation that supports us through bigger challenges ahead. It's this kind of persistence that, according to Jack Ma, ultimately leads to success and personal transformation. Jack Ma is a staunch advocate for persistence, frequently reminding others of the importance of never giving up on their dreams. He argues that true success comes to those who are willing to face repeated failures without losing hope. Jack Ma's journey to success was paved with setbacks, but his commitment to his vision never wavered. Jack Ma's story is filled with moments when giving up might have seemed easier. Yet he chose to keep moving forward, reminding himself of his dreams with each failure. For Jack Ma, this unwavering belief in his potential made all the difference, allowing him to overcome obstacles that could have deterred others. In following Jack Ma's example, we learn that the strength to pursue our dreams comes from an unbreakable commitment to our vision. Jack Ma teaches that when we refuse to give up, we build a life defined by resilience and purpose, a life where every setback is simply another step toward ultimate success. Now that you've heard Jack Ma's insights on self-discipline, it's your turn to take action. How will you apply this knowledge? Are you ready to overcome the small resistances that hold you back each day? Imagine where you could be a year from now if you committed to just one new habit of discipline starting today. Leave a comment below sharing which of Jack's points inspired you the most, and come back to this video anytime you need a reminder of what you're working toward. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more valuable content on personal growth and success. And for more inspiration, check out our next video, How to Turn Failures into Success. Jack Ma's life advice will change your life. You're closer to your goals than you think. It's time to make each day a step toward achieving them.